This guy, Lawrence Tribe, is I guess they call them now adjunct professors or whatever they call them at Harvard. He's long in the tooth. He's been there forever. He's never really worked in the private sector. And he's their go-to guy now because he hates Trump. He's not like a Dershowitz who would vote for Hillary, who would vote for Obama. Dershowitz, who's a long-time entrenched Democrat. But he is a man of principle, whether you agree with him or not. And in many instances, he's come down on the right side in the last 5 years, the right side meaning the correct side. Lawrence Tribe has been a hack, pure and simple, a hack, as I shall prove to you right now. Here he is on MSNBC with Lawrence O'Donnell, who's a head case with a hack. Go.
Added to our information tonight is the New York Times reporting saying that the former deputy White House counsel was trying to get documents returned from Florida to the National Archives, and that Donald Trump was resisting his attempts to do that. And then in that same passage, the New York Times quotes several aides, unnamed aides, saying that Donald Trump said about that material at Mar-a-Lago, "It's not theirs, it's mine."
All right, let's hold on. As typical of the New York Times, among the things they took were notes he took on a napkin. Was a letter sent to him by Un of North Korea. In other words, he's not claiming that classified nuclear information, quote unquote, so-called, is his. He's saying, I have some personal notes with these people, and they wrote me some personal notes. That's mine, that's not theirs. So they're trying to turn it into something that it's not, you see. And certainly that's not illegal under the Records Act, the Presidential Records Act, because the Presidential Records Act is not a criminal statute. Go ahead.
If that's true, if they can produce several witnesses, and if the FBI has already talked to several witnesses who've heard Donald Trump say that about the material that he was keeping there, it's not theirs, it's mine.
It's not what he said about the material that he's keeping there. These leaks to the New York Times are very sketchy and typically wrong. Go ahead.
Is that essentially a confession?
Well, I think as Adam Schiff told you earlier.
All right, so there's a problem. He's quoting Adam Schiff. Adam Schiff should already be in a federal prison, an orange jumpsuit with a guy named Bubba. Go ahead.
Right in treating it that way. It's a way of, it's like the burglar who says, I'm not holding this stuff for the people who claim it's theirs. It's now mine. I own it. Well, that's basically him saying that he owns material that really belongs to the people of the United States. He claimed to have declassified everything. That's just
okay,
BS.
The vast majority of the material wasn't classified. What documents are we talking about? It's not theirs, it's mine. And this is how these things spin out of control. And just because one of his lawyers said it's not theirs, it's mine, if that is in fact correct, if that is in fact in some kind of context, he can't read Trump's mind either. What was Trump talking about? I mean, when I've talked to Donald Trump, not about this, of course, in the past, he talks about things this way. As I say, it could be, look, that guy wrote a letter to me. I want to keep that letter. And it doesn't even have to be a classified letter. It could be from another politician. It could be from a fan. It could be from a citizen. It could be from anybody. The government's now claiming that all belongs to them. It all belongs to them. Go ahead.
There's no magic declassification. And anyway, Merrick Garland was very careful in the 3 statutes that were cited to cite laws that were violated by holding on to this material that did not depend on whether it was classified or not.
That's not correct. The second statute that he cited is not a criminal statute. The third one is just an obstruction statute. The first one was the espionage statute. So he did not cite a crime respecting the removal of non-classified information, even if you go down that road. Go ahead.
material that would be highly damaging to the country if released or if possessed by someone without authority to possess it in insecure circumstances. So this is really a slam dunk.
So the President Trump possesses it for a year and a half at least. They know he possesses it, the classified material. If it gets in the hands of somebody else, it'll be so horrific. So the question is, why didn't they get it sooner? And he has said if they wanted it, they could take it. The way it typically works at the end of an administration is you don't have a president of the United States sitting there saying, all right, boys, let's get together. What do we want to steal that's classified? To what benefit is it of Donald Trump to take classified information? To what benefit is it? Is he going to give it to the enemy? Is he a spy? Is he going to sell it? No. So typically these things are done in a relatively hurried way. And that's why you have these presidential libraries that go through it. They work for the archives, or the management under the archives goes through the documents and so forth. So they're trying to make a federal case out of this, which is why we don't make federal cases out of this. And the entire purpose of the statute is being undermined because it's not intended to apply to a former president that has classified documents. Otherwise, you got to search all their homes, all their businesses, and same with the vice presidents. That would include Dick Cheney, by the way.
For more, sign up for Levin TV.